Jayson Shaw, a 7-2 winner in the round of 32 over the Philippines' Jeffrey DeLuna, moves into the final 16 here at Griff's at the first ever WPA Players Championship. So, Jayson, you look pretty strong out there. How you feeling today about your game?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, I put in a lot of practice. I was away in Europe for 3 weeks there playing, and I came back and just had a couple of days rest, and then I got hard back at the practice. Been cueing the ball. I feel like I'm cueing the ball really well. You know, I'm timing it good. Seeing everything pretty clear. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good.
So you are, of course, the defending U.S. Open champion. That event coming up in a few days' time, just across town at the Mandalay Bay. I know you've been preparing a lot. I can see you've been preparing a lot. I mean, tell us about this training regimen you've been going through. I've seen you post stuff on Facebook. You look in pretty good shape physically.
Yeah, you know, after the Moscone Cup, I had decided, you know, I've always gone to the gym and stuff like that, but I wanted to get someone who really knew what they were doing. So I got a personal trainer. A friend got me in touch with a friend of his, and you know, I did it for a month every day, and I was going to the gym myself when I wasn't doing the personal trainer. I was doing it like twice a week. But, you know, I went from like a 34 in pants to a 30. You know, I just, like, my body just completely changed, so I just feel a lot fresher. My mind's good. I'm going to the gym regular every morning when I get up, and I'm just eating clean, you know, and it's helping my pool game in the long run towards the end of like bigger tournaments and stuff like that. So quite happy where I'm at. You know, a lot of people just think pool is easy because you're just, you know, sort of playing here and there, but you're always on your feet and you're waiting around all day too. So it's important to be in good shape and also not eating bad food all day.
All right, so defending U.S. Open champion, but now this is a completely different event than the last time when you won it, when Barry Berman and the Berman family was running it. Now it's Matchroom Sport. We're going to have a worldwide audience, maybe the biggest ever in the sport of pool. How are you approaching this event this time?
You know, I'm just approaching it like every other US Open I've went to. I've always enjoyed the event. It was my favourite event since I was young because it was the first biggest event like that I'd ever gone to. So, and when I seen the setup there, I couldn't believe it. And just like all the players I'd seen, because I'd seen them on TV all those years, then I go to the US Open when I'm 16 and I see these guys, and it was just like, it was crazy, you know. But I had some good wins at the US Open when I was young, like from 16 all the way up until I was like 21. I would go to the US Open every year, and I think my worst finish was like 33rd place. I always got to the, you know, the like in the last days, you know, and it was good because my dad came with me the first couple of times, so it was nice. Actually, my first US Open, I was playing Charlie Williams, and I was losing 10-2. And I came back and beat him 11-10, and I think that cost him his Moscone Cup.
He's never forgiven you to this day.
No, I think it was. You know, he was in the running for the Moscone Cup at that time, and I'm not sure if he got picked or not. But it was a big. That was a big win when I was young, you know, because I knew who Charlie Williams was back in the day. Obviously, watching TV, but yeah, it's always been my favourite tournament, and I'm just go there with the same feeling, happy, and then just enjoy the event like I've always done.
You absolutely obliterated the field last year on your way to your first U.S. Open championship. How exactly did you do that? I mean, was that just you just rose to the occasion, or were you in some kind of zone? What was that all about?
Well, no, I took my family with me, and I went on the road. I actually got in the car, and we drive from where we live to North Carolina, and I played a tournament there, the Great Dismal Swamp, and I won that tournament. Kind of similar setup as the US Open, same rules, and I won that. And then from there I went to the US Open, and I had my family with me, and I had my dog with me, and I never went to the pool room one time. There was a couple of practice tables in the hotel. I went down there every day for like 2 hours early in the morning. I was taking my dog a walk. I was spending time with my family. I wasn't hanging around with anybody. Just I was focused on winning because I'd been there the last 2 years. I finished 3rd place and 4th place, you know, so I knew I had to push, and if I wanted it, I had to really focus, and I did do that, and I just went into every match with a lot of confidence and, you know, just believed it was my time and I was ready to win it, you know.
And you have your family with you again this year.
Yep, I have my family with me. I'm not staying in any hotels. I'm staying in a nice Airbnb away from everybody. I'm just doing my own thing again, and I feel like, it's like they say, happy wife, happy life, right? So I'm feeling good, man. It's nice. I've got my kids here with me as well, so hopefully I can, win again. My daughter seen me win. It'd be nice to see my daughter and my son see me winning it, so.
Okay, a lot of people see you as a streak player. Like you get hot, you're unstoppable. But maybe they don't know. I mean, do you consider yourself a streak player, or how are you as a grinder? I mean, can you grind it out with the best of them?
Yeah, I think back in the day when I was sort of coming around it, I would go on little streaks and do well, and then I'd get beat and stuff like that, But I think over the last maybe 4 or 5 years, I think a lot of people have seen how I've matured into a better player, and my game's not like crazy anymore where I just go for everything and stuff like that. So it's like I said to you earlier, it's just part of growing up, and people don't really see it like that, because they always think, if he's always playing good, and he's always going to fire balls in, but it doesn't happen like that, So you got to grind games out, man. There's games where you just, you might be down. I've been down in a lot of big games and big tournaments, and I've come back and won, so I'm not just a streak player. A lot of people know me. If I'm down 10-4, 10-5, I'm still going to be trying. I'm not going to give up,
I will have to say this. I've been wanting to say this in an interview with you that I think it was your dad who pointed out that there's a video on YouTube of you when you were just a teenager in France, I believe. It was an English 8-ball tournament, and you were warming up, and you ran in the warm-up something like 8 racks in a row, and it was insane. One of the greatest displays of potting I've ever seen. And the fans gave you gave you a standing ovation for just the warm-up you did. That was unbelievable. Where was that?
That was in France, in La Morge, I think it was called. It was like a gym, and it had like this big balcony up the top with like lots of seats, and it went all the way back. And it was a great event. There was a lot of people there, and even practicing, there were, like you said, I think that video, if you watch it back, it was pretty crazy. There were some shots in there that were. It just probably weren't meant to be made. You know what I mean?
I mean, like you say, you can grind it out with the best, but you are one of the. I mean, that is proof that when you were a kid, right there, that you are one of the most incredible pure shooters, maybe in the game today.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shooters now. There's a lot of young guys that have come through that are really good. Like obviously Phil's a great potter, and you got guys like Fedor Ghost coming through, and there's another Clenty. I'm trying to think, but he looks like he's about 30. So,
well, no, I can say if you look that video up, it's I think if you can look up Jayson Shaw, English 8-ball France or something like that, type that in, you'll see it. It's really something to watch.
That was crazy. I can remember. Yeah, I've watched that video a few times myself because people have shared it on Facebook. But yeah, like you said, I'm playing good, man. I feel good. I've been practicing a lot, so I know it's the US Open, so I'm ready. I know we all know when the US Open comes around, everybody gets into a little zone, because when we always went to the US Open, it was always like the best tournament to win in America, But now Matchroom have got it, so even bigger. It's gonna be nice to just. Get the first matches out of the way and then just see everything that's going on, and then hopefully get to the last 16, and then from there it's a different ball game because the pressure will be unbelievable, and there'll be a lot of people watching, and it'll be, like you said, all over the world. Everybody will be watching.
All right, well, it's going to be a lot of fun, and good luck the rest of the way here at the WPA Players Championship, and of course next week at the US Open.
Thanks, Ted. Appreciate it.